2, 1.
Good morning. This is Professor Anderson with a little bit of feedback for your writing assignment number 1, the rough draft of the set of instructions. So I want to share with you that this is my intake folder or my assignment folder. When you upload your assignment, this is where it goes. And attached here is the rubric. Now, this is found for you at the bottom of your instructions or your assignment file. And this goes over each of the types of elements or the criteria that we're looking for when we're assessing your set of instructions. So I want to share with you, and it's just different things, all of which have been talked about weeks 1, 2, and 3. Is it a specific piece of equipment? Are the steps numbered? Does it begin with a verb? Are they clear? Do they start with a verb? I'm sorry, do they start with a verb? Are they nested? Do they have numbers? Does it have a description of the task? Does it, the graphics, there a specific number of graphics? Some are original, so forth and so on. It's all the things that we've talked about and all the things that are outlined in the assignment task itself. So here, that's where mine is found right here. Yours is at the bottom. Now, I'll share with you, this is supposed to be a paper. I've not seen one in a PowerPoint presentation, but I'm willing to take a look at it, because as long as you have the right pieces or a criterion listed in this rubric. So let's go through each one of these. And unfortunately, I have to toggle back and forth. So do you have a specific piece of equipment? Are the steps numbered? Now, I noticed that you had bullet points, not numbers, so you might want to fix with that. In imperative verbs, for the most part, there were times that you needed to go through and double check that. I'm sorry, this is the number of steps. Do you have at least 25? I think you're close. I'm not sure that you're actually there. If they were numbered, I'd be able to tell exactly. Do you have some nested? Not quite, but you did include a couple of cautions and notes. So let's go back through here. The idea was to compose a paper. And I recall your quick email to me. It was like, I need some help on writing. I got that. And if this is a good way for you to launch into writing, a more traditional style of paper, I'm happy to help you transition this way. So for right now, let's stick with this PowerPoint, but let's make sure that the writing incorporated inside of the PowerPoint includes all of these elements. Come on, rubric. Inside of the rubric. So let's use this as a launching point to writing a more formal paper with page numbers and so forth. So the first thing that you could do is to number your slides. And when you're in PowerPoint, there's a way to be able to do that. It's up at the top, and I think it's under format. I don't have PowerPoint up right now, so I'm pretty sure that that's where it is. Do you have an introduction? You do, but what I want you to do is take off your name. This is a set of instructions that you could deploy to anyone. And it's a 2015 Toyota Camry. This instructional guide this set of instructions will guide you through the simple steps, or the steps to change the oil and filter on a 2015 Toyota Camry. The set of instructions are guided for people that have time on their hands and have a garage or a driveway. Okay, so what you may want to do instead is to say these thorough use of these instructions will yield X number of minutes. I don't know how to word that properly right off the fly here, but let's say you will need approximately 30 minutes, a large garage, or a garage area or driveway, and the following tools. So collecting your materials. I like how that is recommended in the owner's manual. Okay, so here I would recommend, see how you have purchase 5W30 oil and a Fram ultra synthetic oil filter. And then I would put underneath of it, as opposed to a bullet point, tab in and say, or the oil and filter recommended from the owner manuals. Gather wrench, make sure you delineate what size wrench, what kind of cone, the type of safety glasses, what type of drain pan. Be as specific as possible. Okay, placing the car on jacks. Again, you want to number these. Number 1, park the car in the garage or driveway. And then underneath of that, asterisk note, : it is make certain the car is on a flat surface. 2, place jacks under the car's metal frames. Underneath of it, note, The frame can be found. I'm not sure where the frame locator, where you would locate the frame. But make sure you need to give a description of where the frame is located. And then number 3, lift the car up on the jacks underneath. Note, make certain there is enough space for you to crawl underneath. So that gives you 1, 2, 3. I like how you have this separate area, placing the car on jacks. Maybe you should bold this a little bit because that's the first set of instructions. And then bold this, take the red box out, bold this, locating the oil filter. 1, 2, 3. Give a step-by-step of what it takes to locate the oil filter. And then next, drain the old oil. Make that bold. See how this is your first set of instructions? Bold, place car on jacks. 2, bold, locate oil filter. 3, bold, drain old oil. And then 1, 2, 3, make sure you put your cautions in the same place. So you had a caution up here at the bottom. So then make sure that this caution goes down at the bottom and have them look similar. So this one has like a red background. Make sure this one has a red background. That's part of that mapping of your, using the space in the same fashion. Let's go down here. So we've drained the old oil, and then next set, bold, replace oil filter. 1, 2, 3. This could be a note instead of red, like your cautions. Maybe make your notes in a different color. And what's this? Replacing new oil filter. Good. And then the second, replacing oil, or adding new oil, and then 1, 2, 3, and then there you go. So that's what I recommend that you need to do. I think you have a good structure to start with, and this would translate very easily into a regular formal paper. But I do recall that you were like, I'm a little nervous about writing, and don't worry, everybody is. We are all anxious about writing. It doesn't make anyone feel good to do that. But this is a good way for you to move from a little more templated writing style to a little more formal writing style. I'm happy to work with you with that. One thing, as I'm looking right here at your introduction, take your name out of it. Remember, you just want to be as impersonal as possible. These are instructions for everybody, and you just want to make them kind of generic. So I hope that was helpful. And if you need any help, please don't hesitate to reach out to me.